I am Maria Garcia de Fleury. Karol Wojtyla was born on May 18, 1920, in Wadowice, near Krakow in Poland, into a modest family. He lost his mother when he was 9 years old, and 3 years later, his older brother to a scarlet fever epidemic. He worked in a stone mine while continuing his school and college studies. Later, during World War II, he was part of an underground theater group and finished his seminary studies. He was ordained as a priest in 1946. He was also a professor of theology, became Bishop of Krakow in 1964, participated in the Vatican Council II, 1962-1965, and was made a cardinal in 1967. During his pontificate, John Paul II dedicated himself to traveling around the world, making hundreds of trips aboard. He was twice in Venezuela, and in his first trip, coronated for the first time Our Lady of Coromoto, and in the second trip, he blessed the sanctuary of Our Lady of Coromoto. He played an important role in the collapse of the communist regimes in Eastern Europe in the late 1980s. He worked on the reorganization of the Catholic Church after the reforms initiated in the Second Vatican Council and wrote 14 encyclicals, three of which dealt with social economical issues. Peace and international agreements, especially in the numerous crises and conflicts in the Middle East and in the Gulf, the defense of human rights, reconciliation between religions, and solidarity between North and South were the focus of his work and his apostolic message. He was also very firm in reaffirming the traditional principles of the Catholic Church in the field of sexual morality and the fight against abortion, the rejection of contraceptive methods, and against euthanasia. On May 13, 1981, in St. Peter's Square in Rome, he, wa- he was seriously injured when he was shot by the Turkish Mehmet Ali Aka. He managed to recover, but from the 1990s, he has been known to have numerous health problems, such as Parkinson. With the only weapons of love, solidarity, and not being afraid of anyone, Pope John Paul II was the most influential leader of the 20th century, in a century with many problems and many good leaders. He had a decisive role in the fall of the Soviet Empire, distinguished himself for his social work in favor of the poor, in the politicization of religion, and building bridges of understanding with the great world leaders of that time. He faced everything with solidarity, the solidarity of Christ with humanity. He traveled to all corners of the world carrying the word of the Lord. On October 16, 1978, he became the 263rd successor of St. Peter, the first Slavic pope in history. He led the Catholic Church for more than a quarter of a century until April 2nd, 2005, when he died at the age of 84. It marked a before and after in history by contributing to the fall of communism. His feast is celebrated on October 22nd. The beatification process was opened only 2 months after his death, a very short term decided by Pope Benedict XVI in response to the devotion shown during the funeral of John Paul II, because the world recognized him as a holy friend of God, and with God, we always win.